Hello and welcome to another free code session. My name is Jason Bach, and I just got done with a bike ride, so that's why I have this shirt on. It's got the cut off sleeves and everything. It's actually an open source North t-shirt, and I get t-shirts from conferences, and I typically turn them into workout, shirts that I use when I go and work out. So it was a nice day out and need to get a bike ride in, and too lazy to take a shower. So I just decided, let's just do some recordings. Got some coffee in a glass mug. Which I was thinking, sometimes I always think like glass mugs and ceramic mugs. Glass mugs just don't seem to work as well. I don't know why, but it tastes fine right now. Anyway, what we got on the list, the docket. So the thing I've always been talking about, this project I just want to have fun with and work on and do something with. I finally decided 2 weeks from now or a week from now, I'm going to spend a lot of time working on it before I get on vacation, because I'm taking off the first week of July. So that's when I'm going to finally get into it and hopefully do a lot of recording while I'm building this. So in the meantime, there's a couple things I'm going to work on. I'm looking at my list over here, and stuff to keep me occupied, so to speak. And the first one is this one, the one that you're seeing on the screen. It says a bug, which shows somebody's actually using my stuff, which made me emotional inside. And I think it's going to be a simple bug to fix. The thing is, this WebAssembly.Generators project, there is a test project, but this is assuming, well, no. Oh, okay. Well, already. Okay, I am doing that already. Where I try finally delete this stuff. Okay. Well then, ain't that cute? Okay, cool. That's actually kind of what I want, because I'm going to have to do a test where I am building a WebAssembly module that has multiple imports. So like this one that he's talking about, as you see here, it doesn't do a comma. Okay. And if I look at the import builder here, I'm almost guaranteed, if I start looking at this, build import methods. If I do somewhere in here, that's a generated code. So somewhere in here, I say function import. Where would that be? Maybe it's in the export builder. New import dictionary. Yeah, because if you do have imports, then we do that. Huh. Okay, so crap. I was wondering, how did he get the text to be all colored like this? I didn't think GitHub actually did that, but it's an image. Okay. So we're somewhere, we're doing compile from binary path. That's the path. New import dictionary. Okay. That's if it's 0. Okay, I'm being stupid. Okay. That's the var is. Okay. Okay, now I see. So for each import right here, so if we do module field and then we do get function import creation code, which if I believe I look at that thing, that's where we're getting new function import. Okay. Now we don't want to put it here. That's, at least I don't think I want to put it here. I want to put it here because this is what's actually generating the code. And I believe if I put a comma here, it would be just fine. Okay. Sorry, hold on. Cord got in the way. So that's what I'm saying. I think this should be really easy to fix, but I want to fix this the right way. I want to fix it by putting in a putting in a test that actually makes sure that what is generated is correct. Okay. And if I look at these type builder tests, I look at the lines and this. So, yeah, we'll see. This needs to be a little bit more robust than just saying, is greater than 0 and that the import text is null or not null. We got to be better than that. Okay, and I don't think I even have a test in here that build with import to do. Well, that's why. This shows you why that's important. Okay, so I am guessing that it's separated with commas. Okay, so fix multiple import bug. Get new branch 10 fix multiple import branch create. Okay, so what we want to do, and it doesn't even have to be multiple imports as long as we can see when we're doing one. Like if you, for example, if you ever made like var pairs is equal to new dictionary, we'll do that for now, of string int, I don't know, okay, and then you say, I'm going to put them all in by this, okay, and I just have like, not that, not A1, that's correct, but I can also put a comma there, and that's correct. I personally don't like this. If I'm writing code, I do get it in that it makes it easier that if you ever have to put on another value, you don't have to worry about what the next one does. You always put a comma at the end. Yeah. It just feels weird to me because you're separating nothing, but it does make it convenient, like in this case where I can just put a comma here and I don't have to worry about did I hit the last one or not. Okay. So that's all great, but I need to make a module that actually has imports. So we're going to grab this for now. Okay. And it's going to have an int32. Now, what are we adding here? We're adding a WebAssembly type. So I'm imagining you don't have to give a return value. You could just say, you don't even have to give a return type. It doesn't even have to have parameters. It can just be like an action. Okay. But I'll keep this in there for now. So functions add a type. Where module imports. Let's just say add. And this is a new, the field portion of the name. Okay. The type of import. So what are we actually adding here? We're adding an import. Let's just do this for a second. Var import is equal to new import. Okay. And it just says those three things. The field portion of the name. The kind of the name. Well, let's go back to the import builder. And when we build import methods, we get type, we get the parameters from the type, and that the field is actually like the name of the method. Okay. And then when we export, we're getting the module, the field, and then the import type is that. If it doesn't return anything, it's a WebAssembly type. Generic parameter list, yeah. New function import. That's when you're saying what the delegate type is. Imports, and what is name? Name is what you passed into it. And that's the field. Okay, so if we see field is equal to A, and the kind is equal to a function, and the module, import module. Now if I look at what this, yeah, the module is always A. How I got A, I don't know. And if I look at the code that they do to make a module, do they actually ever name the module? No, they don't. Huh. Okay. So if I come back here, does module have a name? Exports codes, custom sections, goals, imports. Start. Okay. The module portion of the name. So what would that be? Let's just call this F for field, and module will be M, because I really don't know. Okay, now where you're barking at. Cannot create an instance of the abstract type or interface import. Okay. Oh, it's a okay. New function. And that derives from import, right? That's the one we want. No, we don't. We want, import dot function. That's what we want. Okay. And here's where we can say string is M, field is F, the type index is whatever the hell that is. So, let's do this as a local. See how good this is. Type. Var type is equal to new WebAssembly type. And then we do that. Now wait a minute, does the add tell you the index? No, it doesn't. It just says add it. Does the type get an index? No, it doesn't. So then, but that's optional. The index within the module's type that describes a function signature. Module types of, well, it would have to be, I mean, we can assume it's that. Okay, so that was a little bit of a little bit too much. Okay. Okay, so then we say we import that. Okay. If I do this, I have types, I have functions. That's okay. Sorry, it took me a second. You have imports set up as JavaScript functions. The exports still just take the parameters, but they can call the imports. They're saying you have to set those yourself. So actually, when you, I would believe that that would be enough. Okay. And now we can do this. Okay. And we would want to say that this is equal to 0. Okay, because export text, well, that's source text, that's source text. That's not true. But yeah, let me make sure I'm in debug mode first, because I'm not really sure what this is going to produce. Okay. And I want to see what this thinks it's going to do if we give it a WebAssembly definition that has no exports. It just has one import. Okay. Because if it does, that's fine. And then we're just going to check to see if that text would have a comma at the end. Okay. Or more importantly, well, let's just see what we got first. Okay. By the way, I've not installed Visual Studio 2022 Preview 1, which just came out recently. And people have said that it's actually pretty fast, pretty slick, and Test Explorer apparently works faster, which would be nice because right now it really sucks. I find it very slow. Okay, now what happens? So we get export text. So let's just capture this, copy value. Let's come over here, and I'm going to put it in Notepad here. That just popped in just nice there. Okay. Nice. Okay, so you can't see this, but it's doing the right thing, which is it creates it and then it has a function import, but there is no comma. Okay. And we should have an M and an F and a function import of an int and an int imports F, but that should have a comma at the end. Okay. So what we want to say here, what we're really concerned about is that import text to string. Forget how they do this. String contains. Yeah, contains substring. I think that's what they're saying. Yeah. Okay, so we want it to contain that. Okay. And I'll clean that up in just a second. We don't care about that. And we're assuming that we will get import text. Okay, fine. Jeez. Now we have to escape all the things. Okay, that. But what we should see here is a comma. Okay. And take the to-do off of here. And now this should fail because we are not doing a comma. Okay, but it should fail not because import text comes back as null or anything. It's because it's not getting the right index of the. Yeah, I think it's just failing because of that. And now if we come over, let's get rid of this. Come over to the export builder and let's fix it. So let's come back over here and do this. And what we should have is a passing test. And we still fail. That's wonderful. Oh, I'm doing it on the, yeah. I'm a moron. And this is why you write tests. Passes. Now, yeah, and it passes because I got the comma there. Okay, that's good. Excellent. So we have fixed it. We've fixed the glitch. Okay. And actually, if I do this, that should have no impact at all. Parameters that. Because it shouldn't matter. I'm just saying I'm adding a type, a function that's based on a type that takes no arguments to do that. That's it. Except here it wouldn't be func, it would be action. At least it should be. Yep, cool. All right, so we've fixed it. We fixed the glitch. Okay. Now this is, yeah, I said 0.21. So what I want to do is make sure that I've got my build props as, and this is something else. Well, no, I need to keep this in here. Okay. I had three things went through my head. How many times do I say that? So we want to bump up the version. We want to make this release. Okay. Now generators is a Data Center 2.0. Okay. Host is a 5. You get host as a 5 and test as a 5. Okay. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to take this out of directory build props because if you're in a .NET 5 project, you don't need this. Okay. So all we needed in is the generators. So we're going to put it right there. Okay. Because .NET 5 projects by default get the analyzer project. So you don't need to try to install with all those. Okay. All right. So, and I think you could just say enable net analyzers. Would that work? LMN. Enable net. Yep. True. And then I don't even think you need this here at all. Okay. So if I say clean build and succeeded, I'm going to run the tests. It's going to take 5 hours for the tests to run. And did you run? I don't know. I guess you're still figuring out how to run 6 tests. Did I ever do the parallel thing? No, I did not. That would be a mistake. Okay. And what do I mean by the parallelable thing? So if I go to repos, there's something that I was just working on, because there's one other thing I want to do in the test project. Okay. So we want to put in tests. We want to do this. We want to say, come on, loading temp, how hard shared. Okay. There. We want to see parallelizable. Okay. Now I have no idea. Did you? Oh my God. Just do this. This is just. Okay. CD WebAssembly host integration tests.net tests. Thank you. I'm using a preview version. I keep forgetting to do the terminal thing because, oh, now you finally finished all your tests. That's great for you. Okay. Six passed. Okay. The last thing I want to do, because I'm going to start doing this on all the projects that I use NUnit for, and I just forget to do this, is if I say browse and I go NUnit analyzers, there's an analyzers project for NUnit. Install that. Just because I want to make sure that I'm actually, catching things that the analyzer would want to find. Okay. So, family is having an interesting discussion upstairs. I'm hearing yelling. So, no warnings, no errors, no nothing. So that's good, because I do believe, if I do look in here, we do have that set to true. Okay. So we should have a package now. If I come out to here and I say open folder in File Explorer, and I look at the bin release, and we have a 2.1. Perfect. We're going to end right here, and I will work on some other stuff this afternoon, but this is a good point to stop. I will close the issue, I will close the milestone, I will push this up, and this bug will be fixed. So, thank you all for watching. Leave comments and questions below. See you in the next episode.